Hey guys, how's it going? It's SimpleAttack here, and today I'm going to be showing you the most busted team in the gold rank. I've just been floating in gold rank for the last couple of weeks just because I haven't been bothered to try and rank up anymore, and I get to gold 4 and then I drop down at the start of the month because I'm just doing the literal bare minimum I need to be getting my daily gems and everything. So with this, it's just the normal rank mode. I'm not too confident with my gear stats to do the purple rank mode, so the red ranked mode, so with the red banners in the back there. We've got King, we've got Gopher, Barn, and then Meliodas. So I don't know if there's the best links in these guys. They're all 6-starred, but I'm going to be showing you what it looks like to be running my team. I literally just ranked up to gold 3, and yeah, I just wanted to take you guys through and see what a match looks like with it and what my thoughts are, and a way that you can at least possibly use this team to your advantage, or even counter this team if you were to bump into someone like me. So obviously, getting the start with the stats I have is almost guaranteed because no one else is in the 90s as far as I've seen. Normally in this kind of rotation, I'd give King the initial buff from Gopher because you're guaranteed to get one of each skill. How I rotate it depends on how many things there are to select from at the very start turn. So, for example, because everyone gets at least one of their skills, so you'll always at least have one boost. You'll always at least have 2 of Gopher's things. Not go for King's attacks. So what I tend to do is focus on buffing King unless I'm going to get 2 of Gopher's attack reduction. I don't know what the skill's called. That attack, all that I literally just used. So unless there's 2 of those there, I normally will buff King regardless if there's 3 Barn things that he can do, just due to the fact that getting the debuff on the enemy is so important. So normally you'll tend to find most people are going to focus the King over anyone else, but I tend to personally find that the better one for them to focus is probably Gopher, because him just constantly buffing is insane. I just fucked up though. Okay, so I just misplayed. I was meant to press King's attack to get the stun, but his attack's reduced, gold leveled from Barn. We have the ability. So this red Gopher is just so broken. He's about to reduce all of their ult gauges. So we are obviously getting ulted by that Escanor right there. Oh, he killed my King. That doesn't normally happen that quickly. But that's fine because we're about to reduce both of these other 2 ults that he's going to be applying, which is absolutely a-okay. Let's get Meliodas' full counter up, and we will use Barn's attack all. Barn is also like a secret damage dealer because no one really focuses him because of the fact that he's not doing the stats effects. So yes, you are more likely going to be mainly focusing on Gopher getting his ultimate first. However, in the background, if they like stun your Gopher or they stun your King and they're not actually able to do anything, you literally just have to do like half their attack boost Barn's attack, and then just attack all, and he will shred damage like absolute crazy. It's so bloody good. Okay, so let's buff that, and then cool, awesome. So next turn we've got heaps of buffs coming in. Cool, almost dead. We're about to get that 3-star Gopher attack. That's Diane down, and attacks are sealed. Who's his floater? Oh, Hellbrim, okay, easy. So we don't need to really worry about using Gopher's attack here, just due to the fact that there's already 2 of them stunned. There's not a great deal he can do. I'm probably going to use Gopher's boost and do some attacking with... Never mind, because he just got stopped. Damn it. If he didn't stun then, I would have been using this, then this, and then I'd be doing Barnes' attack there, but because I can't, I might as well just seal his attacks for another 2 turns. And I'm pretty sure Helbram, both of his attacks are attack types, not the poison symbols, so he can't actually do anything right now. And I just realized we have Gopher's ult again, so we're just nullifying him from being able to do literally anything this turn. So he's boosting, and yeah, there's nothing there. It's like, and we'll also, oh, hang on real quick. We'll do that, we'll buff that, and we'll do full power of that. So this is going to essentially secure the kill. It also helps having the most amount of like combat points because this team is just buffed and broken. Again, I'm only in gold. I know you can go to plat or whatever. And I'm obviously not versing people at that skill level, so this team could be very common there. I've never actually got into it personally. But I'm just giving you a bit of a look at how I run this team on my side of gold. And we have that easy win there. So if I was him, I would have focused my Gopher, because my Gopher was probably the biggest problem. The issue being was he didn't have Helbram or King on his main rotation. He had the Helbram in the back and he didn't have a King. That is stopping him from getting stuns on my Gopher, because my Gopher is doing so much, because he's boosting other characters, he's stunning their attacks, he is reducing their ult gauge when he ults. It's just, he's all around absolutely broken. There's a reason that I chose to level him up to 81st as well. Then the next on the list is probably King over Barn. So even though Barn is doing a lot of damage, you can kind of ignore him very well if you have your own Barn, for example. Or literally like anyone. He's easy enough to get damage off. He's not super tanky. Okay, in this turn, so Gopher's my main boy. So I'm going to be doing 1 boost to Gopher. We're going to do the attack reduction, and we will stun all. The reason sometimes it can be appropriate to do 2 of the skill ups with Gopher in a row and then do his final thing, because that way you're getting a 2-turn stun. However, in this kind of situation, I do think it is important to reduce the attacks, because he's still going to be able to do things with this King, and oh my god, I'm having my blank. Escanor, the King and Escanor. So because of that, we can now buff everything. We've got another buff coming next turn that's going to do everything. We'll attack all, and I will stun that Gopher, because he's, to me, the biggest threat on the field. So there we go. We've got Barn just doing some flat damage, King doing good damage to Gopher, stunning him, blocking 2 of his cards, but that could be, you know, stuns towards me or skill boosts that he could be getting, and that's what we're preventing right now. He's getting a stun on King, but like I said, I would personally be focusing my Gopher, because he is much more of a threat. Because this turn, despite that I can't heal, I'm still going to do 2 level 3 all attacks. Obviously, he doesn't know what my hand looks like, but that's an easy, like, crazy amount of damage. He's been blocked. Gopher has his ult. He's got nothing to stop that Gopher with unless he gets a stun with that King. Let's see, what's he doing? He's doing 2 stuns, and he's attacking King again, sorry. I keep saying the names wrong. I do apologize. And now that King's free for 1 turn, I'm able to also do his heal, which is going to pretty much max heal. And then we'll also get that extra stun off probably that Escanor, because I imagine he's the one we won't kill. Yep, that was correct. Probably could have focused the King, but I feel like Escanor's doing a lot more damage for him now anyway, so it's irrelevant. I don't think he's going to do too much healing, even if that King like gets a level 3 heal right now. Okay, and he also had Helbram, so he's got a generally good team. I personally don't think their skills and all is that good. I know he does a lot of damage, but he doesn't really carry anything in this part of ranked at the moment. So I personally wouldn't recommend it. I'm also just going to do that. I don't really need to stop him from doing anything this turn. So we will do this and get his ult up. So the reason this team comp works so well is because Melio's being a floater. Normally they can't do too much to stop him when his full counters up, because they're just going to hit him and then pretty much give him like a wipe on whatever character you're using. Let's go buff King. Do a heal for disrespect, because like my team is basically full health right now. So look at that, full health. He's stunned. He literally can't do anything this turn. It's horribly bullshit how annoying this team that I'm using is. But I don't know. I'm just pointing out because I don't see a lot of people running the same units, and whenever someone does use the same units, it's fucking horrifying because they can probably beat me. What you can be using as well is what's his name? The Demon guy, Galand. Is that it? Galand. You can be using Galand if you want to be countering the King buff effect, but I don't personally think it's worth it, just because unless you focus really quickly with that Galand. Am I having a stroke? Unless you're focusing very heavy with him to get his ultimate straight away, he's probably not going to carry. You'd want him to be like built super tanky in such a way that he's going to be able to focus all of the attacks. You're going to really want to hope that King is targeting him and he's not getting his stun off on him. That's always horrifying. In this turn as well, we'll definitely be buffing King because we'll be using his stun. What team comp is he using? So the biggest threat is that King, because that King can stun me. So he's something that can fuck up my flow. I don't really care too much about the Barn on the enemy team. I know he could be reducing my ult gauge, but at the same time, kind of irrelevant because he's only going to be doing it to one character. He doesn't need to be focused. He can pop heals if he wants to. That's fine. He's just trying to be self-sufficient. So realistically, the King, then the Escanor, then the Barn is my main threat levels right now. So we can also quickly reduce all of his attack. We might pop this off on the Barn, and we'll get a nice attack haul as well. So he's going to lose his basic attacks, which is most of his cards, and then get some nice damage off, because last turn we did buff Barn's attack with his that ability, whatever that's called. So this turn we're probably going to use that first as well, automatically reducing the enemy's attack. Then we'll probably use his attack again, and then we'll stun with the King. And just like that. Now watch, like he's stacked again, just going to do fat damage from a level 2. Like that's 43 over 3 opponents. Like it's good. That King's gone. Again, Barn has healed himself, not really a threat. A blue Meliodas, that's confusing more than anything. He's gold 3 and he's using that. That Meliodas just doesn't produce enough damage for me to see the value of him being in that spot. For whatever reason, Escanor and Galand are in ranked a lot. I have lost to them before, but it's very rare that they're going to actually carry them to a spot that's going to be threatening. So right now, we'll just focus that Escanor, because he's going to do fat damage compared to that Barn. Because the Barn is just a free to play SR unit. Like, he's not that threatening. Obviously, he could have his stats completely maxed out, but I mean, he is level 80 as well, so that could be the guy's strat. But he's just stealing that from him. He's going to be doing his ult on who? On my Barn. Not really anything to worry about. So let's go use Barn's attack. We'll do that, and then we'll stop him from being able to attack this turn. There's just so many things getting debuffed with the all 3 of my fucking ults. With the King and Gopher. The Barn as well, he's just doing constant damage and debuffing the enemy as well, just with his secondary ability, not the attack. So we can literally just do that and wipe him out this turn. The team is so hard to counter. Like I said, if I'm versing the exact same team, I struggle very hard. Um, Sometimes there's alterations that I find difficult to deal with as well. But essentially, it doesn't count to anything. With another thing I've noticed a lot in PvP, people are using the green Merlin, like the coin one. She's just not threatening. She obviously will reduce damage across all allies with her one of her abilities, and then she does decent damage when she gets to level 3 attack. But the issue is no one's ever focusing on trying to get that, and it will also reduce your ult gauge down by 1. But worrying about reducing ult gauges doesn't do anything compared to stunning or like completely halting them, because you're stopping one ability versus if you're to be using the king and you're stopping the entire character, or if you're using the... That's a good fucking turn. So in this case, because I already have King's thing, I'm just going to go with Gopher. We're going to debuff, and we will stop their Gopher. Sorry, I got a little distracted there. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, that's right. So so Gopher is going to be at least stopping all of their basic attacks. King is going to completely take one character out of commission. And Barn is just reducing damage from all of them. It's just, it's insane to beat this combo. And then having the Meliodas and cleanup, I can't remember if I've even had to use him yet. This guy's actually attacking the Barn first, and that's kind of the most threatening thing he could do. So let's go with that. Oh shit, I didn't debuff anything. Okay, so I fucked up. So let's see if I'm okay after this. Oh, I have King's ult. Okay, that's cool. I'm actually curious, like, what's gonna happen now? Like, that I just fucked up my own strat. So he's stopping all my attacks, but he's fucked. So I'm gonna stop all of his attacks, do fat damage with King's ult, and also stun that Gopher. Because, like I mentioned, that Gopher is a giant fucking threat. Because my Gopher can't counter him. Oh, he's dead anyway. Oh my god, did I just wipe him in that turn? And... no, King's still there, but he can't do shit. Here's the Meliodas. Okay, so this Meliodas is still fucking scary, because he can't counter ults. That's one thing that's okay to deal with him when you're versing him. Did he not have a counter? He didn't have a full counter, that's unfortunate. So we'll do that. Then we'll buff King, and then we'll stun him. So he's fucking horrifying. If, like, they kill King and Meliodas is in the back, and then, like, let's say, for example, he reduces me down to Meliodas. Like, he kills my King first, right? Then he's got that Meliodas available still in the back. And let's say he gets down my Gopher or my Barn. It's legitimately scary, because... like, right now, I'm going to stun, and I need to stun him, because if I do any sort of attack that doesn't stun him immediately after, he does fat damage because he's so low health. I have won games with my clutch Meliodas in the back, just based on the fact that they didn't have anything that could stun me, and he was just getting full counter after full counter, and the enemy was already pretty low. So by the time it got around to someone that could do decent damage to me, he was so low on health that they couldn't completely wipe him anyway, and then he just full countered and got me the win. So he's a good character to have in the back. Unfortunately, when your entire team gets cleared like that and he's the only thing left, it's very hard to do anything. He's good in a 2v1 situation as long as they can't stun you. But yeah, that's essentially it for my little ranked spiel. You just saw me win 4 matches in a row, I believe it was. Again, I don't really touch on this purple rank mode because it horrifies the shit out of me, because I have not the best gear stats. Outside of PvP, I'm like standard PvP. I'm not that great, in honesty. Again, Plat could absolutely destroy me, and I might need to reconsider my game strats, but for what it is, And what I have now, it works. So, you know, hopefully that gives you a bit of an insight of what I'm personally thinking when I'm using this team. If I was versing me, what I'd be doing would definitely be focusing that Gopher, then the King, then probably the Meliodas and the Barn. Like, you can literally let the Barn kind of run free. He will be doing a lot of damage, but if you've got a Gopher in your own team, just use your Gopher to constantly reduce attacks. Obviously, once it gets to the Gopher or King's level 2 of their main attacks, they are able to keep doing it because it changes that skull, whatever that's called. So then that's where, again, you want someone like the Helbram or the King to do some stunning. I actually do think the red Merlin's pretty good. She normally fucks me up when I see her because she does a stun and she reduces the ult gauge. It's a bit of a 50-50. I can normally win that matchup because she's so uncommon. People don't really understand how to use her properly. But her stuns are so OP because they're a one skill. They don't need to get leveled up. Where with King, you got to get level 2. With Helbram, you got to get level 2. With Gopher, you got to get level 2 to stop their normal attacks. Because everyone's also running a Gopher most of the time. The Barn, you don't really think about him, but he does reduce a lot of attack. So, and then when they forget to do anything to him, he just does fat damage in the background. So it's hard to say what is the right and wrong answer. It'd be better if I watched myself lose. A lot of people do focus that King admittingly, but again, I would probably recommend focusing the Gopher over the King, because that Gopher is going to be reducing your ult gauge and generally doing a lot more than King will be. So I hope this video has been inspiring. Best of luck with your tries in PvP. I'll touch base again soon with some more things you can do with PvP. Oh, and in this week I've played 20 games and I've lost 1. And I've just been using this team. I think recently I changed my support characters, and that's what's just got me over that 90k margin, by the way. So feel free to copy this team. It's hard for me to beat. So if you get that mirror matchup with it, good luck. May the best player win, and may the luckiest player win. So yeah, that's pretty much all I've got to say for this one, guys. Catch you in the next one.